how do we prepare students and educators to thrive amid such a rapid technological change without feeling overwhelmed? I have to be honest with you, I've never been so overwhelmed with the amount of apps that keep coming my way. And I leverage ChatGPT, to share with our network in the newsletters that we produce. And we were just honored with the EdTech Digest Award for the best e-magazine this couple weeks ago. And I asked ChatGPT to create a top 20 AI apps for education, just to give focus, right? There's so much out there. So how do we strike that balance?
Well, first of all, asking ChatGPT is only going to give you a popularity response, not necessarily a
Hmm.
quality of application response.
Right,
Remember, it's a statistical distribution system that's going to give you the most
right,
likely answers, not necessarily the best answers.
right.
And so we always have that to keep in mind.
Absolutely.
Um, but remind me of the early part of your question.
Yeah, it's so we often talk about emphasizing adaptability and continuous learning.
Ah,
How do we
yes,
prepare
yeah,
students and educators
yeah,
to thrive amongst the rapid change without
yeah,
feeling
exactly.
overwhelmed?
So I'm glad that you zeroed in on these two words because they are actually the quintessence of what an education ought to be about nowadays. Here's why. If you think about what differentiates us from AI, or for that matter from other animals, it's been our adaptability. Life, zoological life, is adaptable, and that's why we have the complicated brains that we have, multiple layers of feedback, and the neurotransmitters and hormones and all of that mess, giantly complicated. Well, that's because the world around us was giantly complicated. So AI, of course, is a very, very narrow view of the world. It doesn't have a world model. It just has, text information, basically, to go by. And so, what differentiates us will remain for a while our adaptability. That's the one word that summarizes it all. That's if you want to really talk about a definition of intelligence in one word, that would be it: adaptability. So, in that context, we have no idea what the world is going to be like in 20 years. Will AI continue at the same pace, or accelerate? Will it slow down and do this pattern of successive S curves, which is more likely, in my opinion? We don't really know where that's going to end up. So the only wise strategy is to be adaptable. And with adaptability goes self-directed, continuous, lifelong learning, because that's what's going to keep you ahead of the curve in as much as it will be possible to be.